When you live somewhere like this and you see all of the traditional culture all around you all the time, traditional dress, festivals, celebrations of that, you know that there are lots of stories around. But when you go into schools and school libraries, you don't see books that reflect that. So the Storybook project kind of tried to bring those two things together and take local stories, all those beautiful stories from the area, and turn those into beautiful picture books for young children.
Well, the reason for the initiative, one of our objectives is working with parents and the wider community. As a mentor in Ranai, I used to listen to all the lovely stories that people would tell, and because it was an oral tradition, nobody seemed to be recording them.
Mamanawi tasu, jadi mamanawi tasu sampai dot nakorikat posid surap nanam pirog ne tasu naratu no tatak no sidongo.
Two of the main ELTDP objectives are to work with the community and stakeholders and to create materials. So this fits with both of those because the stories are being told by the community and then we're turning those into materials that the teachers can use.
The workshop was amazing. We had lots and lots of lovely stories.
It's been really good because the situation of the school here is the school lies surrounded by the village, so parents are always in and around the school, and with the variety of different languages that they speak, we thought it was a school that could have a rich oral heritage of stories.
We just want the kid to learn more, especially about the stories that they may not heard previously from their parents, okay? Something that may help them to learn more about their culture.
So this is the draft of the book that we have already. So after we have done story collecting, we will choose the best story to be turned into books. So the story chosen will be translated into English, and then the text will be changed to make it interesting for our students to read.
One of the ladies working in the office here who's not a teacher, she started telling us the local Dusun folk tales, which were listened to and translated by the English teachers.
Yanak-yanak, oh, yanak-yanak, what are you doing here? And then yanak-yanak said, oh, shh, keep quiet, he said. Why, said the monkey. See, otherwise my grandfather will be mad because you're so noisy.
At the back of the book, we have the story told in the language, which was Rungas. And we felt that was very important to preserve the language that it was told in, because that's the language that may be lost. And then the main story is very simplified English because we're hoping it will be used with very young children.
You need to engage either teachers or people in the community who can translate so that you can really capture the essence of the story and make sure that you don't kind of half tell it or ruin this beautiful story.
This is the example. I want you to make your drawing more beautiful than this one.
Today, the children are illustrating the pictures for the book.
The illustrations, as you can see, are being done behind us here, so the kids have complete input into their own tales, their own cultural heritage.
This project affected the children because they are communicate together in English, and also the best part of this program is they make the pupils to learn a bit of the sentence. They are really interested in to do these activities like the drawing.
We are so very happy, my lovely wife and me.
Illustrations are absolutely critical in a children's book. Young readers, young learners, that's how they engage with books. Before they can read, they see the pictures attract their attention, it sustains their attention as they go through. You know, looking at those pictures, thinking about what are people doing, what can you see. For that reason, we really had to make sure these books have beautiful illustrations.
To find an illustrator was really important that would be able to to tell the story in pictures. And so we were very fortunate that Jainal, who is a local artist in the Kudat area, we invited him along and he came. He read the Itut Itut story and remembered it from when he was a little boy and said, "Can I illustrate this?" So we were incredibly lucky.
We did some initial storyboarding where we looked at the story and we had some guidance from the publisher in Kuala Lumpur who suggested 7 kind of double pages is about right for a picture book. And so we broke the story into 7 sections and then the artist looked at that text and thought about what pictures should go there. And from that initial storyboard, we then worked with them to say, well, you know, could we add this? Could we maybe put this detail in? And in particular with the 2 artists we had, so Jainal's a very experienced artist. He's an award-winning illustrator already, whereas Didi, this is his first time illustrating anything. So Jainal actually was a kind of a mentor to Didi and guided him through that process.
Down the hill he goes again to check the girl is waiting. Oh no, it's a titut. Usak Suranga is escaping.
This is the first and second page of the book. So we will show to the illustrator where we are going to put the text and then the pictures included in the page. Usually the pictures from this side to this side are one whole page, one long page.
Oh, the day of the book launch, it was such a big excitement around this tiny little village.
The book launch that we had within school where we invited parents and the community to come to school. And in preparation for that, the preschool pupils worked on Tasu to the Rescue. So we did some lovely storytelling with that, some storytelling activities with the preschool teacher.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. I am Tasu. I am father. I am watermelon. I am mouse. I am dog. I am banana. I am rabbit. I am eggplant. I walk through the orchard. Off I go. How can I help? I don't know.
We were lucky to have an artist and a publisher, but not everybody has that. But it's possible to kind of create stories and beautiful storybooks without that, and hopefully that's what people took away.
We want to cultivate our students' interest in reading. The importance of this project also is to preserve our Iban's culture, because the story are told generation to another generation, so it's never been recorded before. Therefore, we will have the story documented for future generations.
We hope that when this book will be completed and be shared and be read by all people in this area, especially for the students.
The Storybook initiative seems to be infectious because it's spreading. I've learned that actually anybody can make a book. It just needs a story. It just needs lots of enthusiasm. It needs quite a lot of hard work, but basically anybody can do it.
Our school is small, but we have a big story to share.
The stories are theirs, the illustrations are theirs, and increasingly the language is becoming theirs.